This is a weird one over here. I'm just reading the headline.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Issued a 65-pound fine, obviously a story from the UK, after leaving his car outside a post office, slapped with the fine because his car's shadow was in the disabled parking spot. I didn't even know this was possible. Images were sent to Matthew Cole that showed his Ford in an unmarked bay next to a disabled spot, but only the shadow appeared to be in the actual disabled parking spot. Is there an image of this, Will?
There is, yes. Right there.
Wait a second. Where is the disabled spot? Is that like line in front?
I believe
it's encroaching
you can
on the
make
line.
out the line. It's like right here.
Right. Yeah, why would he? I mean, he's obviously got his own parking spot there.
He's well like behind the line.
Right.
Like he's obeying the law.
Correct.
But
no, I'm just curious.
The shadow is well over the line.
So, is there a precedent here? Your shadow is part of your car?
I guess so.
Shadow counts?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe the ticket guy or person is a ticket officer.
And now he actually got the image sent to him.
Yeah. That's the image.
I know, but it's interesting they sent it to him.
Yeah.
Like as a, here's your ticket, and like who sends you the image? Is it like DoorDash? They take a picture of it and they're like, here's your ticket. The picture comes with the ticket.
Well, the police, right?
Well, normally when you get a parking ticket, they just put it on the windshield.
Oh, right, yeah.
They usually don't take a picture of it. It's absurd.
Well, the sun's moving. They have to make sure. So, yeah, maybe they found the guy's number and just texted him.
No,
so his shadow's parked outside of his parking.
Maybe we'll find out here.
Having not got a ticket at other times, I personally don't think I should got a ticket this time. It's completely wrong. They're enforcing something that's not there. I think 65 pounds is not a lot to many people today, but the principle is wrong. If you don't pay the fine a certain time, it doubles. After receiving the penalty charge notice, I guess it's in the mail, he appealed the fine, saying there was no disabled parking sign next to the bay where he was parked. Lewisham Council rejected his complaint and stuck to its claim that he parked in a spot reserved for disabled badge holders. But Mr. Cole remains determined not to pay the fine. They sent me an email to dispute it, and I disputed it, but they seemed to just ignore what I said and said it was issued correctly. They're hard to get a hold of. I've parked in that same spot at least 3 other times for 5 to 8 hours each time and had no problem. I don't see why it's a problem this time. I don't know.
You have no idea?
Well, I still am unsure of this entire shadow thing, or if maybe there's a sign that's obscured that we can't see, or maybe that sign says this spot and the spot behind. Like, I don't really know. It's hard to know.
Yes, but here's my guess.
Okay.
I think the ticketing officer they just have terrible vision. And they believe that the shadow was actually the bumper of the car.
No, get out of here.
Yeah.
That's
what I believe.
Are you having fun today, Will?
they I don't know, maybe it's a long day. They're not seeing right.
But Will's trying to make sense of this.
The only thing that I can think is that that the letter of the law is that if that line is obscured in any way, in other words, it's not obvious to the potential parker in the disabled spot where that parking spot lives because the shadow obscures one segment of it. Mm-hmm. And then the way that individual chose to read that law is that in the presence of this shadow, that's effectively breaking the rule. But that gets real slippery. Mm-hmm. Because what is a shadow? I mean, a shadow does temporarily obscure your ability to see the line.
Sure.
But it's outside the control of anybody. Yeah. Nobody intentionally doing anything.
Just blame the sun.
So he's parked in there at noon, no problem. But
as soon as the shadow just touches the line.
It's very, very bizarre. I don't think anybody's going to know for certain exactly what that officer was thinking or what they were following. But and then the other thing is the fact that it was upheld, that he disputed it,
Yeah.
and he had the photo evidence, and then it was upheld, leads me to believe that there's something complicated about the way that rule is written. That's all I can imagine. But I agree. I feel like the son deserves a parking ticket in this case.
Yeah.
Not the car.